Hi guys! Someone recently asked me about intermittent fasting, so I thought I would do this video just to explain my journey so far. Very importantly, I'm not a medical professional, so if you have any medical conditions, please do speak to your GP or your nurse. I did that. I went straight to my doctor just to say, this is what I'm doing. I've got a pituitary gland tumor, I've had PCOS, endometriosis, underactive thyroid, and I just said to her, I'd love to get to a point where this is a new lifestyle, that weight loss is no longer going to be a thing that I keep worrying about, but also I want to come off my medication. I'm still on my medication for some of those things, but to me, I just felt uncomfortable that I keep putting things into my body that I wish I didn't need. But sometimes you do need these things and they're there to help, but I need to help myself as well. And if I can find something that's going to help me long term, then I'm all for it. And I'm in my 40s, so I had to figure out something that was going to work long term. My husband had heard about intermittent fasting, and I'd heard about it as well. And to be honest, I thought it was a bit of a in the fad diet section. And when I told some people when I did it, some people said, you're going to put the weight back on, or it doesn't really work for me. And I think the key thing that I took away, especially in the first week, was this is going to be a lifestyle long-term commitment for me. This can't be something where, okay, the scales haven't budged this week, I have to give up. It's got to be right. Yeah, it's got to be weeks where the scale doesn't budge, but it will eventually budge because I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And the way it works is you have a fasting window and an eating window. During your eating window, you eat what you like. Naturally, you're going to have a calorie deficit because you're not going to try to fit like 3 meals in that time unless you want to. And during the time when you're not eating, that's when your body does this magical thing. I read it was like it turns a switch on. And I've got this image in my head where like there's my stomach and the light goes on and it's like, okay, you're burning fat now, like a match has been lit. It uses all your stored fat for energy and it burns through it. And it takes time, I think, especially if you're a yo-yo dieter, because you're sending so many mixed signals to your body on what you need it to do, and it gets really confused. The first week I did it, I lost a couple of pounds. And in the past, if you've taken out, for example, carbohydrates, I could lose 5 or 6 pounds of water weight. And that was like, woohoo! And then the second week, I didn't really do much. I was just like, I've either given up because I felt better from losing the water weight, or I've just kind of fallen off track for just natural reasons. I wanted to find something that was going to work to my lifestyle, that's going to help me be more energetic, have less weight, come off my medication. I just wanted to go to bed not feeling like, oh, I've eaten too much, or oh, that's hurting me. And that's what was happening. I was in pain during the night, just really uncomfortable. And I wouldn't say I had a poor diet. Yeah, I ate sugar. Absolutely. I'll put my hands up. I still eat some sugar. Refined sugar, processed sugar. I think everything in moderation. I have days where I'm really, really strict, and then once in a blue moon, I'm like, I'm going to eat that donut and I'm going to enjoy it. But I think we're told to eat this amount of protein, this amount of carbohydrates, and we're not all one template. We're all different to each other. And I think it's learning what works best for you and your lifestyle, which is really, really important. Some days I would eat 1,200 calories when I wasn't moving much, and I know that that was enough. And then some days where I was like, I'm really, really hungry, I'm going to eat. But the thing I did was I kept to my eating window. I made sure, probably drove people nuts, that I ate from 8 till 4 p.m. and that was it. That's my window. If I had a function coming up, I would modify it, or I'd give myself the day off. But I didn't go crazy. I didn't feel I needed to go crazy, because to me it was like, this isn't about being on and off a diet. This is going to have to be just something I do every day. It's really important to view it differently to how you would diets. That's number one, fundamental for me. I actually used an app called Body Fast, which was recommended again by my husband. And it took my measurements, my weight, and it gave me options of plans. So I do the 16-8. There's also the 14-10, which I'm pretty sure works out to be 24 hours. You can also do like 2 days on, 2 days off. You can do the 5 and 2 days. It's up to you, as long as you stick to it and you're giving your body the same regular message that this is what's happening on a long-term basis, so it doesn't get confused. And we're all guilty of messing up the signals that we send our body. And you can't blame us. I mean, we're all brought up in a way where, like, I've been dieting since I was 8 years old, that we need to be thinner, we need to be fitter, we need to do this, we need to have that. And it's so overwhelming for me that stripping it back, Sabia, you need to eat between 8 and 4 p.m. Okay, no worries, I'll do that. It makes it so much easier for me. That's it. Some people think they're fasting when they're not actually fasting. I've spoken to some people and I'm like, that's not fasting. One of the things that you have to be careful with is during your fasting window is that you don't have anything you shouldn't have. Some people put lemon in their water. No, you can't have lemon. You can't have anything like that. You can have black coffee, black tea. That's absolutely fine. No milk. Just wait till 8 a.m. the next morning. That's absolutely fine. You'll live. Drink plenty of water. That's another key as well. A lot of us confuse our signals for hunger, but it's actually thirst. And it's actually really, really important to keep up with the water intake. If you're moving more, really important, listen to your body. Give yourself a bit more fuel if you need it, a bit more water if you need it. Don't starve yourself. You shouldn't be going to bed or waking up like absolutely ravenous, like you're going to pass out. There's a problem. Change the window. Eat a little bit more. Denying yourself on any diet just to lose weight a bit faster is not going to work. You're more likely, research has shown, to keep weight off if you do it at a slower pace. I lost 2 pounds in the first week. And I remember thinking, oh, is that it? Okay. But I thought, no, let's just keep going. Because you feel better. You're doing something that's worthwhile. And I didn't really tell anyone I was doing it because I think I was partly embarrassed because I looked okay. So you're size 12 to 14, UK averages are 16. I was below that, right? And I convinced myself also I carried it most of my top, which I still do. But I still had a lot of meat on me. I dressed really well as well, so that helps as well. But I was really uncomfortable wherever I went. And I didn't tell anyone because I just was a bit embarrassed, but also sometimes you've got to show up for yourself and you've got to prove you can do it. And you don't have to share everything with everyone all the time. You show them the results, and then if they want to know, you can share it with them. And also, not everyone's going to be happy for you that you're losing weight as well. I realise that too. But that's another topic. We'll talk about that another time. But yeah, so what you need to do if you want to get started is choose a plan. Choose something that works for you. Look at your lifestyle. Write it down. Right. What's going to benefit me here? When is going to be the best time to fuel my body? If I'm absolutely active in the morning and afternoon, maybe that's the best time to eat, and then just have a cup of tea in the evening. For me, it's really good. I've got a family. They're so great. I still cook their dinner after I've eaten at 4 o'clock. They taste it. If it's no good, I'm sure they tell me, which they do. And I sit there and they're eating and I drink my water and I'm absolutely fine with it. It was hard at first. And I remember the very first night that I started the program, I thought to myself, I wonder if anyone else does it. I'll start again tomorrow. I'll just eat this meal right now. And then the part of my brain went, no, you do this too much, woman. You cannot keep doing this. You need to start now, and you're going to start now. And that's exactly what I did. I didn't eat, and that was a big thing for me. The second day, third day, fourth day. Soon my clothes were feeling a bit looser. And that was a great feeling. The scales didn't really show it, but that was okay. Then I was below the 11 stones. And then I was like, holy shit, this is unknown territory for me. Then it got to 10 stones. And then I went on holiday and it fluctuated 4 pounds, which I knew was water, because there's no way you can put 4 pounds on in a few days. But I'd had a lot of high sodium meals, processed meals, eating out a lot. We were on the road. Fizzy juices, things like that weren't healthy choices, but they were quick options for me. So they helped during the period of time. But then when I got back, my body's hurting again. I need to put this right. And the weight loss since then, when I got into the 9s, and then I'm now 9.3, has been really slow. But that's okay. That doesn't matter. I'm on the other end of the rainbow, so to speak, where I feel great. I feel better. I'm now going to the gym. So intermittent fasting is still happening, but it's a different way of doing it. On the days I have a heavy gym session, I make sure that I fuel myself a little bit better. I have a little bit more protein than I would normally. I'll have more snacks on that day. I'm just finding a way basically of making it work for me. And that's part of maintenance, right? Whether or not I lose any more will be just see what happens, I think. My BMI, it still bothers me, even though I know it's artificial. It doesn't take into people's body composition, but there's something niggling at the back of my brain that says lose a little bit more because your BMI is still classed as overweight. Not by much, but just a bit. But that's on me to just figure it out. So my main thing for you guys is do your research, work out what plan works for you. Secondly, please drink plenty of water. Make sure you speak to someone about it, a doctor, and enjoy it. Enjoy the benefits that come from losing weight, feeling better, having more energy, motivation, and keep going. There's a whole online community out there that are intermittent fasting. It's not a fad, I promise you. You will find something that works for you in the structure. And if you've got any comments, you've got any questions, please do message me. I'm happy to answer anything you've got. If there's anything you want to know specifically, message me as well. I might have tried it, I might not have tried it, and I'll give it a go. But yeah, let me know what you think. Bye.